The San Antonio Spurs are headed to the NBA Finals.
7 players scoring in double figures.
Back to Wemby. He's on the arc. He squares. He'll take the three. And he'll bury it.
I'm worried about winning.
Teams, gentlemen's sweep.
Yes.
Which is
that's why
I
put the broom back out there. It's not in Brunson's hand.
No.
It's by his feet, but the broom is on the desk.
There is a Jalen Brunson bobblehead on our desk here.
Yes.
There's a dollar bill underneath it, and there is a broom. It looks like a broom, but I don't know if it's actually a broom or like a beard brush or something like that. That's right next to it.
I think it's for your keyboard.
Oh, is that what that is?
I think so.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go. 888 ESPN.
Or it's for the Knicks.
Join the show, yeah. Brian in Florida, listening on Sirius XM 80. Morning, Brian.
How we doing, guys?
Morning.
Long time listener. But I have to, give two things. One, props to Canty for finally, helping out the Knicks and appreciating New York because he was a giant. But Evan and Michelle, you're despicable. I'm sorry.
Despicable.
The hate
Thank
that
you.
for New York sports all over. It's just sickening after a while. I don't care what you say. I'm sorry. I'm with Nuno and Canty. You're going to see when the Knicks – I don't believe it's going to be 5 or 6 games. I think it's going to go 7. But the Knicks are not afraid of Wemby. They showed it when they beat them 2-1 in the series this year. They're not afraid of Wemby. They know how to attack, and they're better than what you guys are giving them credit for.
Well, first of all, they're in the NBA Finals. They're unbelievable.
And
it's
we
not
have
about
been
that.
hyper complimentary of the Knicks.
Brian,
But hold on, it is about that though, because a lot of people disrespect the Knicks getting to the finals because they don't believe in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah,
and coming into this season, everybody said that the East was wide open. Remember, the Orlando Magic made a big spring traded for Desmond Bane from the Memphis Grizzlies, and we all praised that move because it made sense. Go for it. The East is open. We don't know what's going to happen with the Indiana Pacers. The Knicks fell short in the conference finals last year, changed coaches. Like Boston was going to be without Jason Tatum for a significant portion of the season. The East was wide open. I don't think anybody fully respected what we saw the Knicks do in the Eastern Conference playoffs. A lot of people operate under the assumption that if they were on the other side of the bracket, if they were in the West, it wouldn't be this historic run that they're on where they have a plus 19.4 point differential. Like so I don't want to dismiss what Brian was saying because I do think that there's a feeling out there that the Knicks played inferior competition in order to get to this point relative to what the Spurs have done. The Spurs are more battle-tested because they are the team that went through the gauntlet that was the Western Conference.
Yeah, I don't know who those people are. I wouldn't be one of them. I think the Knicks are awesome.
Hold on, you don't know? So you're saying that you haven't heard anybody say that about the playoffs?
Oh, I have.
Thank you.
Well, I'm saying it's not.
People
have
been diminishing the East.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But I think if they are looking at some of the numbers, like let's look at defensive rating. Atlanta, 10th. Cleveland, 15th. Philadelphia, 17th. The Spurs are 3rd. I think they're looking at certain metrics and saying the competition wasn't as great as what they're going to face in the finals versus the Spurs. That doesn't mean they can't beat them. They've done it 2 out of 3 times during the regular season. But the Spurs seem to be a different version of themselves. But counterpoint, so do the Knicks.
Yeah.
The Knicks have clicked into place in a way that, quite frankly, during the regular season, you kind of felt like Nuno's in my ear. What are you saying, Nuno? Come on, get on.
Sorry. I thought I was trying to give Canty some more info. But
Nuno's going to Blazers. Everything I'm saying, he's countering in my ear. I'm like, just get on the mic.
Let Smalls keep going now.
I'm like, just get on the mic, Nuno, if you got so much to say.
They played a bad Blazers team. Like, look at their path. They played a beat-up Wolves team. I mean, yes, Ant was there, but he really wasn't. Like, so... Yes, they beat the Thunder. Thunder were banged up, right? Like
that was the under that they beat.
So like
no J-Dub.
Yeah, like the Spurs are
AJ Mitchell.
And Wemby, to his credit, and appreciate Wemby for this. Like he's gone out of his way and he's talked about it. Like people around the league are like they can't understand why the Spurs are a heavy favorite against the Knicks, and that's it. This is why people shake nerds.
The Spurs have to win this series.
Curtis in Missouri watching on ESPN2. Morning, Curtis.
Morning.
Morning.
I appreciate the show.
Thank you. What's on your mind?
Well, the debate as to who I think I'm predicting San Antonio, but it's reluctant because they beat my Oklahoma City Thunder. The reason why I say this is that I think Oklahoma City was the best team in the West, and they beat them. So for them to go to the East and play them, I think that they're
Yeah, and you're onto something here because, and thank you for the phone call. The more I think about it, and I don't know why I've spent like the last 48 hours, anything I can consume on the Thunder and their offseason, I'm fascinated by and what they're going to do, and I am 1,000% on board with just running it back. I think people are overthinking the Thunder in terms of problems. If they were fully healthy, they win that series. And this,
I don't know if I'm going to say that.
I believe that. I believe that.
Okay.
If they were fully healthy, they win the series. Here's what I think is interesting for both teams in the NBA Finals. Putting everything you've done behind you. The Knicks' 11-game winning streak is so unbelievably impressive, and it doesn't matter now. The Spurs winning against the Thunder was so unbelievably impressive, it doesn't matter now. That's where, you've been there. Getting over that hump of all the winning to get to that final game or final round, I would assume you have to kind of ignore all of that stuff, no?
But here's the thing, though, and I think this is where youth can work against the Spurs, the emotions that flow through them after winning Game 7 against the Oklahoma City Thunder, knowing that was the big hurdle for them to clear, knowing that was a measuring stick series. I do think it's harder for a young team to reset to get past that versus a veteran team like the Knicks that had a sweep in the conference finals and that has been resting for over a week. The Knicks have had a chance to process it. The Knicks have had a chance to sit with it. The Knicks have had a chance to recognize that they're going to be in the NBA Finals. And so I do think that experience and just having more games under your belt, more postseasons under your belt, helps you in terms of flushing what happened previously and focusing on the task at hand, which is winning a series, best of 7 against the Spurs, not necessarily trying to win the NBA Finals.
To your point, Cece, Wemby talked about seeing Pop after they won the Western Conference Finals and how emotional it was, how everyone in that room had heightened emotions, and that they need to come back down to earth, and that's going to be a challenge. Now, he also talked about the fact that their youth could work in their favor because they don't think anything's impossible because they haven't been in this position.
There's a certain naivety that goes along with being that young.
Yes, but you can say that. But to your point, the emotions that we saw Wemby exude in that moment after they won, the team in general, you go to talk to Pop, you're riding high. I know he was meditating with monks in China for 90 minutes a day in the offseason, so his brain is pretty level and even, but that doesn't mean everyone on the team is going to be able to do that.
There's no question about it. And just being in these games, I can tell you, you can wear yourself out before you even play one play.
Just the anxiety.
The anxiety, the energy, the all of those things, all of those emotions. You wait your entire life to get into these games, to get to a Super Bowl, to get to a World Series, to get to NBA Finals, to get to the Stanley Cup Finals. You work your entire life to get to this moment because it can define everything about your athletic career. And so if you let all of that consume you, you can exhaust yourself before the game is ready to be played. And that's why the team that does the better job of being able to control their emotions early in this series is going to have a decided advantage and give themselves a good chance to control the outcome.
It's one of the many reasons why this series is awesome, and we'll have it for you here on ESPN Radio, presented by Gusto. There is legit justification for either team as many games or as little games as you want. That's not every year in the NBA Finals. I don't think there was justification going into the finals last year to pick the Pacers. Now, they almost won, but I don't think there was justification. But what I'm saying is going into it.
People really are forgetting about them.
Right?
Oh, no, they're awesome.
Disrespected.
No, you're missing the point. My point is, it is so